Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalina, and I wanted to make this video to talk about my participation in the TBRathon 2026. This is a readathon hosted and created by Leandra over at Leandra and the TBR Zero. I will link to Leandra's announcement video below in the description. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about the books that I'm going to be reading. So Leandra has come up with this readathon that comes in a few different forms, and I have decided to participate in the year-long readathon. So I have 12 books off of my TBR that fit the 12 different prompts that I've selected using Leandra's map of stories, which I'll put the map right here. And there are different prompts for each stop on the map. And I've used those prompts to select my books, and so I'm going to go through those with you now. So getting into the map of stories, there are 3 prompts for every location on the map, and there are 12 locations total. One of the prompts that it appears for each location is booktuber recommendation. I did not choose that at all for any of the book choices that I did. I decided to go with the other 2 prompts, one of the other 2 prompts for each location. So my first location on the map is Old Growth Forest, and the prompt I chose for it is one plus person on the cover. And so I chose Not Like Other Girls by Meredith Adamo. And this is a book that I have in ebook and on audiobook in my TBR. Hence why I don't have a physical copy to show you. So that's my first choice. The second location is Maple Tree Township, and this one has a similar prompt that I chose, and I actually chose these like in a random order. I had a random number generator generate the numbers 1 through 12 in an order, and then I started picking that. So technically my journey on the map is not linear 1 through 12, but it just kind of was funny that the 1 plus person on the cover was the first location, and the second location has exactly 2 people on the cover. And I have this in audiobook, and it's called This Is Me Trying by Racquel Marie. And I think this is about Not Like Other Girls is young adult, and this is also young adult. And I think this one is about 2 friends reconnecting after their other friend's death. So a couple, I think they're going to both be a little bit of heavy hitters. And then the third location on the map is Whispering Well, and the prompt I chose for this one is Child Protagonist. And for this one, I picked a Jason Reynolds book that I've owned for quite a while, and it's called As Brave as You. And this follows a young boy basically learning what bravery really is. He has somebody in mind that he thinks is really brave, but is that person really brave when they never leave the house? So interesting take, and Jason Reynolds is an amazing writer, so you know, I had to put it on here somewhere. And then Austen Abbey is the 4th location on the map of stories. And for this one, I picked architecture on the cover. So the book I chose for this one is another one I've had for a little while, and it is A Study in Drowning by Reid. And I know this one is kind of, I think, fantasy adjacent, maybe a little dark academia. So it's one I've been wanting to read for a while. You may be noticing that some of these prompts have to do with what's on the cover, and some of the prompts have to do with something in the book. So just that's true that some are cover prompts and some are, you know, subject prompts or character prompts, those kinds of things. I tried not to do all cover because that would have been probably easier. I did a lot of cover ones though. So the 5th location on the map of stories is Dead Man's Cabin, and for this one I chose a title in all caps, and that's going to be The Hemlock Queen by Hannah Whitten. I also have this in audiobook, so I will probably be reading it that way, but this one is a lovely edition that I got the 1st and 2nd book sort of recently, and it has these beautiful deckled edges. I know not everybody loves deckled edges, but I do. So the 6th location on the map is City of Octavia, And for this one is another cover prompt. I went with Celestial Body on the cover, and for this one, I chose Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia, and that's because there are stars on the cover right here. So that's why that one was chosen. This one, I've not had this one for very long. I just got this one not too long ago. For the next one is a book that I got in a book exchange, I think in Christmas of 2024. So it is for the 7th location on the map of stories, which is Rambling Acres, and the prompt is different country or culture, and that is, the book is Gods of Jade and Shadow by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I read my first Silvia Moreno Garcia book this year. I can't remember the title of it at this moment, but it was the one with vampires, and this one is, I believe, about the Mayan god of death sends a young woman on a harrowing, life-changing journey in this dark fairy tale inspired by Mexican folklore. So Mexico is the other country / culture in the prompt. The next location on the map is Icefire Peaks. That's number 8. And for this one, I picked series Reid. And I have a series that I have been reading for quite a long time, and I've just never finished it, even though I love the books. And it's the Gallagher Girl series by Ali Carter, and the next book that I have for it is Out of Sight, Out of Time, which is book 5. So that's the prompt is series Reid. This is book number 5 in the series, so that's why I will be reading it. And this follows Cami Morgan, who goes to a school, Gallagher Academy. The Gallagher Academy? I don't think that's maybe the whole name of the academy. But anyway, it's a school for spies, specifically girl spies. So she is a spy, and she wakes up. I know that this one starts out with her waking up having no memory of the last few months. And so you have to follow along and figure out what she's been doing. And she has to figure it out too, because she doesn't remember. I've tried to read this one multiple times and just never finished it for whatever reason. So let's see, the next one is, Red Herring Harbor. That's location number 9. And for this one, I have a book on Kobo that I haven't read, and I've had it for quite a while. Ooh, we got a cat knocking books over here. And for this one, the prompt I chose was Crime Takes Place. And so I picked The Plot is Murder by V.M. Burns. And I've actually gotten to meet V.M. Burns before and hear her talk about one of her other mystery novels that she wrote, which was pretty cool. It was one of the first author events that my local bookstore, my local indie bookstore, Plenty Bookshop, hosted in town way back when they started, whatever year that was in the last few years. So location number 10 is Bloody Hollow, and the book prompt I picked for it was debut. And so because these are TBR books, most of them are older, so this one was a little bit difficult, but I chose a book that is a debut for the author, even though it's not a new title anymore. And that is Stay Gold by Tobley McSmith. And I know this one, I'm pretty sure this is YA, but beyond that, I don't remember what this one is about. That's how long I've had it. I have the audiobook on, I don't remember what, Chirp. That's where I got the audiobook. So the penultimate location on the map is location number 11, Sea of Truth. And for this one, I picked the prompt BIPOC author. And the book is Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett. And Cameron Garrett is an author I followed on back when I was on Twitter, which has been years ago now. And I have collected all of Cameron Garrett's books and have not read them. And so I need to read them. And then the very last location on the map is location number 12, Chronicler's Cove. And the prompt I picked for this was award-winning. And the book is We Deserve Monuments by Jas Hammonds. And you can see down here in the bottom, it is a Coretta Scott King Award winner. Yes, it does say winner. Or it doesn't actually say winner, but it just says Coretta Scott King Award. So to me, that's good enough. I think it would say finalist if it wasn't a winner. Anyway, that is the list of books I'm going to be reading for the Map of Stories TBRathon 2026 hosted by Leandra over at Leandra at the TBR Zero. If you are interested in the readathon or the various versions of the readathon that Leandra is doing, you can follow the link in the description to her announcement video. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will be checking back in throughout the year about how I'm doing in my challenges, because this is just one of the 3 challenges that I am doing. So I will talk to y'all again soon.